Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to the GarageRoofs.com UK Open live from Stanley Indoor Bowls Club here in County Durham. Well, it's time for our second semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, so it's time to bring on the players. He is a 2-time World Pairs Champion and also a Mixed Pairs World Champion. He's ranked number 14 in the world. From England, it's Jamie Chestney. And Jamie's opponent with a staggering 12 World Bowls titles to his name. This is including the Scottish, Welsh and International Open Champion. He is ranked number 7 in the world. Representing Scotland, it's David Gourlay, MBE. Hand you over to the commentary box with Richie Mackay. More than welcome, Richie.
Jack length 28.5 metres, 28.5.
Welcome to the stream, Richie Mackay in the commentary box.
Was that the amateur mistake, mate, when I didn't turn the mic on?
Yeah. Fantastic semi-final for you here yet again.
Yeah, should be a class up, mate. If it's anything to go by this morning, Mark Dawes and Paul Foster.
Now you can see here from David Goulet's bowls, this event you're able to play with your own bowls. David's playing with a Tiger Ace. I think this is one of the new colours from the Taylor range. It's an ocean blue. Got like a lime speckle through it. Quite a nice colour indeed. Well, Jamie's playing with his green bowls. Played with his red bowls yesterday.
It's interesting to note, mate, because when we were streaming Monday to Wednesday, everybody was playing the ditch hand. Both Mark and Paul led off the inside hand, both ways.
Yeah, I think it depends on the speed of the carpet actually. This forehand in this direction is definitely a bigger swinging hand. Depends an awful lot the kind of last yard of its travel.
Yeah.
First semi-final have already been played today. Richie, some questions coming through there. That was a Mark Dawes win against Paul Foster.
Yeah, it was a cracking game to watch, man. I caught it all. Want to take some beating is Mr. Dawes, if he produces that form again. I think one thing that was nice, Jason, was there was a bit crack between the two players. I think
yeah.
It's a little bit more of a relaxed atmosphere for them.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see the top class players, I think, in a more relaxed, less stale environment, isn't it, with the music, you know, the crowd are slightly nearer to them, and yeah, it's been great to see. The standard of bowls hasn't suffered for it neither.
No. Get a contact here.
Nice little promotion shot from David. Little shake of the head. He does know he was a little bit fortunate there.
You know, up in the northeast, you'd be coming out smelling the roses. That's what we'll be saying there. Is this Jamie's first time on the show ring, mate?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
So.
Each player gets half an hour practice beforehand anyway, so there's plenty of time for these top class players. They normally know the rink by 20 minutes.
Close. Get one of them out.
Yep, David Gourlay will slot this one in for a 3, I'm sure about it. Had quite a tough battle to this semi-final. David Gourlay beat Darren Weir in the first game 7-5, 8 apiece. Round 2 just managed to edge Les Goulet, the new world champion, out 7-7, 5-5, 2-1. Well, it doesn't come much closer than that, Richie.
No.
And then beat Stuart Anderson yesterday on this show rink. By his own admittance, he was rather fortunate on the fortunate on the second.
But if you're not up shy band's getting out, mate.
It's normally swings and roundabouts. It's just one of those times where if it's earlier on in the game, it doesn't make as much of an impact when you get a bit of a fluke.
Yeah. I think in the likes of the sets, if you have a bad first end, you didn't mind
29.5 metres.
You jump full house when you've got 5 or 6 ends to pull yourself around on you. Just block it out.
So a perfect start for David Gourlay. 3 on the opening end.
I think apart from the being allowed to use the one balls, new shirts, also full length green as well, mate.
Yes, the shirts have gone down quite well as well, these new team shirts.
And let's not forget our music, mate.
Yes, that is definitely something we can improve on. Yeah, good start from both players.
Jamie's ball is 14 inches short.
Good ball going in from Goulet.
Yep. Mark Dawes played that hand exceptionally well early on today. It's slightly quicker. It's quite warm in here this afternoon than it was this morning. That hand sometimes when it's a little bit slower, it's just a bit lazy, but the extra warmth just allowing the balls to get back quite nicely indeed. Let's have a look at the current provisional ranking list for these two players. 10 points up for grabs in this semi-final. David's currently world ranked 13 on the provisional list with 54 points. 10 points here would take him up to joint 9th. Jamie Chestney, well, he's at 6 at the moment, and 10 points here would keep him at 6.
Has anybody dropped out to the top 16, Jess? Or?
Yes, just the one, Mark Royal. It's sad to see Mark go after many years.
Yeah. Oh dear me. I looked disdain as he walked past us.
Final will be following this game. There'll be a very short break, slightly earlier than advertised. Needs to bend.
He's dead length, mate. He'll team back.
Just the pace, yeah. Just overplayed it.
Nice, good again, Matt.
Yep, line's very good. Just needs to get inside any of the blue balls. Wants a nice connection.
Get a grab of his own. Oh my, getting hands on you.
This ditch hand is actually about 2 feet, maybe a yard slightly quicker. It's probably because it's where it's stretched over the bank, I think.
One shot, David Goulet.
Nearly got down to it.
Set score 0-4
Another
after 2
shot
ends.
for David.
Jamie scratching his head how he didn't come up with a couple that.
David doing well in this tournament. I think he was very disappointed with how he went on at Potters back in January. He actually put the effort in to come over early, especially. Must be hard, you know, the part of Spain he lives in, there isn't anything for him to use, unfortunately. It's a few short mats and things
When
like
we were setting up Monday, Tuesday, he was on the green at 7:15. I think he was putting the lights on when he come in. I think
yeah,
he was
that's
going to
normally
set
the
it
case. It's the same at Potters. You could struggle to sleep, go for a walk at 3 o'clock in the morning and find him on the ring. That's no word of a lie.
And to be fair, when I was watching him practice and he was on the one being lid, mate, he was on fire. Tremendous.
Jack length 27.5 metres, 27.5.
He'll have shares in one of the airlines this week. I think he's moved his booking about 14 times. Yeah. Well, just needs to get back to centre. Yep. Just a foot.
Well done to PSA, mate. Oh, he's bought a cough drop, I think. Well played.
You're 18 inches behind.
Nice to see we've got a few in the stands, mate.
Yep. Drifting in on a Saturday. It's only £2 for both semis and the final. It's nothing, is it, Richie?
Yeah, no.
Free streaming all week, so it's been a great display of bowls.
I know during the week that probably the stands haven't looked the fullest, but behind where the blinds are at the minute, there's always been kicking on about 100 people anyway, so it's just couldn't shoehorn them into the stands really, mate. It's got a decent line.
Just urging it up, yeah, just the pace.
Right.
Well, just the one. Just wondering whether David may play just underneath this for the bowl or the jack.
For the ball or the jack, yeah. Got nothing to lose, mate, has he, really?
Yeah, there is prize money as well as ranking points for this event. Well, just sticking to the draw. Just looking for good pace round the short Jamie Chestney bowl. Gets back to it now.
Well, here, mate.
Wants to run. Very nearly. Just 6 inches, that's all.
One red.
Jamie just seems to get on with it, mate, doesn't he? He's very quiet on the green. I don't know whether... It's not bad here.
Yeah, well played. Well played. Oh, fantastic goal. Right there on the back of the jack.
Set score 2-4 after 3 ends.
So I mean, my prediction of a qualifier win that went one out the window, didn't it?
Jack
I
Lane,
think it was the weight of my
28.5 metres,
prediction.
28.5.
Played on the shoulders, didn't it?
You weren't far off, to be fair, though, were you? You know, quarter finalist for Colin Banks.
Colin,
That takes
yes.
some doing, that does.
Yeah.
You know, he came through a very tough PBA qualifier. You had to win 4 games in one day to get to that, you know, entry.
Of course, Jamie beat 2 qualifiers, didn't he? He's beat Kevin Harrison and he beat Colin Banks. Merv King sandwiched in between them.
Yep. Kevin Harrison gave him a really, really good game. Well, some good stuff from David.
Guys, one ball shot.
The longer David Gourlay stays in a competition, the more dangerous he becomes. He's one of those that has a natural talent. It just, you know, when you don't play for so long, Richie, it just takes you that little bit longer to settle in. So, you know, as long as he sticks out in this, he gets stronger and stronger.
It's an line here from Jamie.
Oh, tremendous. Might be a little bit unlucky.
Sorry, one down. Your ball is, the gap is 2 inches. You have a shot. The gap between the 2 balls is 3 inches.
A whole 3 inches, Richie, there to get in.
Get over the moon. Well, we're just looking at passing here, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple of options. Slide just past if he gets down to a thick contact of Jamie's, won't be too bad. He's finished very well there.
Finished well, yeah. Tell you what, there's no hanging around with these lads. £1/2 late, I think. He'll double down the ditch hand, mate, possibly, onto his own ball.
Yep, a couple of options.
Did you see earlier on in the week that these are Claire Anderson's balls?
I believe so, yes.
Borrow them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange, you know. David's provisionally ranked 13 in the world. I don't even think he owns a set of balls.
Couldn't have said anything to invite these, mate, that'll sort him out.
Well, I know when I go to Spain to visit, I've never seen a set of balls knocking around. So I don't think he has. We just use the pool balls normally. They just clutter. Yep, good position there. Got quite a lot covered now. If Jamie doesn't make anything with this one, he has a few options if he wishes to be a little bit risky.
I think that's probably why I'm just a 10-bob baller, because I'm probably going to play that shot too early. I can understand why David never played it now. Leave his ball exposed. Great effort here.
Yeah, cracking effort. It all depends if the 2 ocean blue bowls beat the front green one. If they do, there's an option here for David. I think you might see David play at these if he lands on the front green bowl plant, his last bowl is a good bowl. Yep, that's the result he wants. That will get rid of both of those green bowls. Stays in place for, like I say, it all depends on which of the two back blue beat that front green.
One shot,
Nope,
David Gourlay.
not happy with it, so he's just going to take the 1 and run.
4 ends.
All right.
2-5.
What's going on here? have I dropped another clagger?
Well,
Have I led you up the garden path, mate?
it's basically saying, well, I'm not prepared to take the risk, and therefore there's too much danger drawing another shot, so I'll just take the 1. It's in a decent position, 5-2 after 4 ends in this first set.
Keep the jack at your length, yeah.
Jack length 28.5 metres. 28.5.
Is the final 11 ends, Jason, or is it?
It's normally 11 ends at the Worlds.
Yeah.
It's just going to be 9 ends here.
Right.
It's obviously with it being a slightly different format,
Right.
playing more than one game in a day. We're just going to keep it 9 ends. Yeah.
Great line. Another good ball in from over there. Well cleared.
Yep. A little nibble on the jack, so he gets some chalk on that. That means the ball is live. Should it be played into the ditch?
Well, he's not a pot in the highway, yeah. What a ball this is.
Just sit back now. Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
1 green. 1 up, yeah? Yeah, 1 up.
Yep.
How fast is Jimmy?
1 green, as in 1 green sticker.
Jimmy's ball's about 6 inches. Fast jack high.
It's mad because there was a couple of games on the shoring yesterday where the red and green balls, and I'm going, Chestney will be pulling his hair out. He said, where's the blue and the black? He's black, the new coloured ball.
1 green.
Another line, mate. Needs a drop.
Just searching through the hole.
I still feel it.
Going to climb past it. I go feet down. Sits back.
So, well, done a lot of moving around that ball. David Gourlay was laying the shot before that bowl. Well, Well, everyone's had a look.
Hold on a minute, I'll just nip on.
Yes, go on, Rich. You can just stand up, you'd be able to see.
It's got a pound in it, mate.
And he squeezed through. If you can just flick
close,
this
yeah.
across,
Did he
edge
get
onto
out?
the jack. Yeah, if he flicks that over onto the jack, yeah, it's definitely in.
Short, well done.
So there'll be a quick measure. It's funny, since the music has been introduced just as a bit of a trial for this this competition, there's actually been no interruption due to noise in the crowd that I found amazing. There's been a few bits and bobs when someone's come in late and they're still walking down the side of the green, but you're going to get that anywhere. But the music, there's been no one stopping for coughing or opening a mint imperial, so it serves a purpose.
I mean, I noticed that when I was sitting watching the Mark Dawes Paul Foster game. I was up in the back of the stand with the music on, and there was people getting up, going out, and neither of them
3-5 after 5.
figured, you know, they just got on with it.
Yep.
Like you say, I think the music is just taking in that
Edge,
edge off, yeah. And I think it's good, mate. I think it's spot on.
Yeah, we can just look at
29
various other
and a half
musics,
metres,
just
29 and a half.
modding it up a little bit. I know there's been
Well, possibly, yeah. But
comments of elevator music, which, yeah, at the end of the day, it's free, so you get
exactly.
it's
mate,
free
yeah.
for a reason.
It is, yeah. We call it Tinky Blinky music on the podcast.
Yeah, but
And,
yeah, like I say, it is done as like a part of a
Yeah, I
trial,
think
really. But it
it's-
has gone down well. We just need to look at how we improve the type of music.
Yeah.
We're not going to please some people. We had some
no.
maybe metal music on yesterday, and it was too much. Then
Yeah.
people are moaning because it's like elevator music, because it's too quiet.
Yeah. Kind of win.
You can't win now.
But it's something new, isn't it? I think it's probably it is the first time that you put the background music
Yes.
on. I mean, you always get the comments at Potters about hearing the creaking and what have you. So, well, I think it's been a success, mate. In fact, I think the whole event's been a success. To be fair to you, the format's tremendous.
Yep, good correction from Jamie. Still just the foot short. Yeah, the main thing was just to show that other kind of formats within the World Bowls Tour are possible.
Yeah.
It's a shorter format, obviously just played over 3 days. That also helps the players regarding time off work,
Right.
etc. In a very, very busy bowl schedule. And the main thing as well that I think has been good, we've already had quite a few people approach us for certain events going forward.
Yeah. Oh,
So
great,
yeah, it's
great.
ticked an awful lot of boxes having this event.
Yeah. I know there's been a few people mentioning why is it clashing with the IBA National Championships, but it was a short notice thing. Well, you had to try to find somewhere to get another event on, and the week that you put it on has less impact, shall we say. There was definitely no malice in it. It was a case of, well, yeah, let's get an event out there and promote the sport. End of the day, that's all we do. That's all people are doing.
Yeah, we've been asking the players as well, you know, regarding, has it put you off this music? What do you think of it? And the players have actually bought into it.
Yeah.
There's not one single player, top 16 or qualifier, that has said they hate it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, here comes number 2.
Gourlay from Jeremy. Just needs to toddle on. Yeah, he's in for a double.
Well, you can see the match position there of the head. Doesn't look good.
Oh, that's-
David just asking which one Malcolm fancies between the back one and the short one.
going from our camera angle, mate. I'd have a pound on the short one.
Okay, I'm going to go for the back one.
Do you think? I thought go for a dead draw. Where he's been playing this hand.
I think he's just looking at trying to create something, a bit of movement to the jack, I think. Yeah, forehand runner, just looking to any movement on the jack will benefit those 2 blue balls at the back of the ring.
Needs to get out. How's your luck?
Oh.
Nearly.
Well, definitely just the one for Jamie.
One shot, Jamie Chestney.
Set score 4-5 after 6 ends. 4-5.
So David Gourlay leads 5-3 in this opening set in this semi-final. At 4-5, yeah.
Jack length 28 metres. 28 metres.
Hard to play for, mate, this first set.
Yeah, it was just that 3 on the first end that has helped David just keep his nose in front.
Another bad reply. Fall in
just
for
slip
shot
down.
heavies.
2 feet, nothing is it really?
Here's the gaffer. Well played.
Yep, adjustment made.
Jimmy going on the other side.
Just looking to hold up over the top of the green bowl and make the trip. Just lacking in a bit of pace, that's all. The line was absolutely perfect. So a chance for David to put a tiny bit of pressure on going into the business end of this first set.
Jimmy's just digging himself a little bit of a hole here. Well down to pace with this one, mate. Get out a dual free card, maybe is that one? Jimmy.
Yeah, you'd have expected David to have made a 3 out of that, but
Yeah.
one it is.
He's gone wider, mate. All down to pace this one.
Yep, dead pace, he should just get back in time.
Just needs to run. Needs to run off the seam.
Oh,
Timber.
yep.
For a shot. Tremendous.
Just fallen in.
Tremendous.
All right. Oh, I'm checking. Yeah, you're definitely one down.
I wonder whether David will play this forehand plant.
Short green one onto the blue, mate, yeah?
Yep, onto the jack, makes it 2.
You're good
It's a
spot,
hand
mate.
that normally does come back a little bit more with a bit of pace. It's the bigger swinging hand of the 2 in this direction. Yeah, forehand we wait, looking for the plant.
You get
Needs
out?
to swing.
You get out enough? No.
One shot. Jamie Chestney.
Set score 5-5 after 7 ends.
Yeah.
5-5.
On to Jamie, so all square. 2 ends to play. Hard to split these 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
Gaff length 29 metres. 29.
So are the 3 metre tees they're playing Chestney? Because somebody did pull us up earlier on the week saying it was 2 metres 7 or something. Is it 3 metres?
3 metres,
Yeah.
yes. Yep, 3
So-
metres from each ditch, which makes the full length available. 30.5 here at Stanley. Just a metre longer than the standard portable rink that you see at Potter's.
Great start from Jamie. Not a poke in the eye off either.
Very nearly.
Made a run, it's close again. Yeah, 2. Oh, David, are you up? Just got the wrong side.
Well,
Right, come and have a look.
that's not made that any better.
Jamie in the box seat on this end. Well, let's come up and have a look. I've always said, man, the difference between an average club baller and a good baller is the good baller can hit the yard circle consistently, but these fellas in the top 16, you didn't hit a yard circle, you foot circle.
Yes.
That's the difference between a good club baller and these fellas here.
I think it's, like I say, it's the consistency. I think it's game plan or game management, as Mr. Bolt calls it. I think the main thing is dealing with the pressure at
Yeah.
the right time.
Yes.
Most people can play a good big bowl on the last end of a league game or something, but under pressure in front of cameras and crowd, that's when sometimes you can let it, get to you, maybe crack. These players don't show much emotion.
And the deliveries are robotic, aren't they?
Yes,
There's
they
not many
certainly
of sort of like cuff one out the side. Jamie's probably looking to pass that ball there, I think, mate. Just, David pushing down the ditch hand. Needs to hang on.
Well, he hasn't hit the target, but that's given him all the position now. 2 really good bowls at the back of the rink. Jamie will go to cover those bowls. Has to.
Yeah. Possibly cover the ball like you could have seen in view there. The direct in line one. do one of my famous predictions. I can't see the two of them going out without the jack moving. One of our infamous shot predictions. Strike rate 10%. Down the pace, just needs to run. Yeah.
Well, it's finished past their head, but I think he needed it just a little bit further than that. David makes contact, he's going to be 2 down, Jamie. David ideally wants the green nearest bowl, anything other than full.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to hit it through with the jack. If he can just hit it at an angle, that will release the jack to the back of the ring for a 2. Yeah, backhand. Gone. It's gone quick.
Again.
2 shots, Jamie Chestney.
Let's go 7-5 after 8 ends.
Chestney,
7-5.
Devon, that takes the 2-shot advantage going into the final end of this first set.
David's last ball there, mate. Earlier on in the week, them balls were actually standing up.
It's quite a hard hand to play those kind of shots on. You bowl wide, yeah, like you say, it does stand off.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen a ball from Paul Sharman in one of the qualifiers. He gave it about 5 foot of green running at it. Me and Davey said,
Jack length,
"No, it's
28.5
too
metres.
wide here." It flew back and got the jack, and we just held our head up. What's going on here?
Bit of choke on the cue. So, last end. Jamie looking for a cracking opening bowl. I think at this point David will be quite happy to tie this set now.
Yeah. Great start. I can just hear people flicking through Davy's game management book as we sit here and watch, mate. Too bad a ball from Jersey. That's foolish canny man, isn't it?
Yeah, still giving David a chance. That's number 1.
Well, this for Jamie. Just needs to run. Just left the door open.
Yeah, well, if you're ever going to get a chance, Richie, this is the one.
Yep.
Needs to make this count. If it makes this count, pressure's back onto Jamie.
Yeah, wouldn't like to leave David the same distance. Looking for 3 with his last. Kind of touch wider.
To bend.
Well,
That green bowl of Jamie Chesney is vulnerable now. It's only 1, so not as much pressure on as could have been. Jamie will be aware that if David Gourlay is able to remove his bowl or even just turn the jet round the corner, that will be a set to win.
well, he's on the line, mate. Well done to his pace.
Just needs to get inside this blue bowl.
Nice.
Doesn't want to catch the outside of it. Has done. Well, this is a huge chance for David
Get
Gourlay.
out. Just a bit lazy coming down that one.
This all depends now if Malcolm favours 1 or 2. Think about this. If it's 2, David will just draw. If it's only 1, David must reach this. I think it's just 1.
Yeah, I think
Just look at the body language.
If he plays ditch hand, I think a ditch hand's probably the hand anyway, mate. Unless it's like you say, unless it's 2.
Concentrate on making the 2 to guarantee the tied set.
Yeah.
3 would be a bonus.
He's just in the draw where he'll get out. Well, if he's running, as he let off the last time, he's gone quick at it again, I think.
Yep. Needs to get to.
Last time he didn't get out. Is he close this time?
Needs to bend. Needs to bend. Oh, dearie me.
Unlucky.
Half a bowl from perfect.
Yeah. Another turn on Jamie, probably for 2, but I think.
Yeah, just the one for
Score
David
7-6.
Gourlay. So that's going to be a set win for Jamie Chestney. 7 shots to 6.
And a cracking first set there, mate. Went either way.
Yep, nip and tuck. Be very interesting if Jamie Chestney does manage to get through to this final. Mark Dawes is waiting.
Jack
I
length
think
29
it's fair
and
to
a half
say
metres.
Jamie and Mark
29
have
and a
been
half.
2 of the most consistent players on the tour over the last couple of seasons.
The old indoor pairs partnership, yeah, isn't it? The old Potter's dream team reunited in singles.
Yeah, it'd be great to see going head to head. Having a tussle in the ranking list as well, with Mark winning the last game, getting himself 10 points. He's just jumped 5 points above Jamie. If Jamie wins this, he leapfrogs and jumps 5 points above Mark. So yeah, there must be that little rivalry. I don't care why he
Yeah,
was.
it's got to be. I mean, it's like when you play your mates, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never want to lose to your mates. You pull your plug out. Good start. Decent night. Another good ball coming here from Jamie.
Needs to miss and run. Stop short of getting in for second, I think. Jamie already on his way. Very quick player.
Close again, mate.
Off the top side of his own.
Even better there. Oh, well played, so.
Well, it's probably 1 in, 1 out, but I think it's a safer 2, Richie.
Yeah.
Touch on the jack takes away that short green bowl. I think David's going to have to chance playing through this.
A bit of a flash at it, mate. It was a club baller playing, mate. He'd been on the mat and the ball had been halfway up by now. It'd be
400.
hanging the backboard. Be running for cover.
Yep, backhand with pace, looking for the port of the 2 short blue balls.
Don't really get down.
Not on that hand, I don't think, will it? Bit of luck, maybe. Nope.
Good right.
From our angle, it looks like 2 mid. Then again. You just need your length, Jeremy. With tippy tappy balls, you can't whack it.
That one.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
Measure, please.
That's close for the second ball.
I can't tell that. Just measure the
Wedges are going in.
that one. Yeah.
Francis will sort these out.
What about the new laser measurement? Are you, what's your thoughts on them? Are you any? I think they take too long myself, like, but I like the touch.
Yes, I think you're right. I've trialled it a few times. Depends on the operator as well. Depends if you've got Trevor Taylor on the other end of it. See how it is listening. But yeah, the officials here, they're very accurate. You know, it's like you say, the box measure, although it's an old piece of equipment, it's so accurate and so quick to use. It's the preferred choice. You know, you don't get much better than the team we have here.
No, I think they're the unsung heroes, aren't they? I mean, the martyrs, the Myers.
It's quite nice. We're always trialling
2-0.
new people, like during the PBA qualifiers earlier in the week, and even for the main event here over the last 3 days. We've had 3 umpires
Jack length
being trialled
29
out
metres.
again. Yes.
Yeah,
29.
I mean, big shout out to the Stanley Club. Anybody who didn't see the first 3 days, well, they provided markers for every single qualifying game. The players didn't have to go on and mark. It was they've done a cracking job.
Yeah, I think we had something like 118 games
Right.
marked, I think it was.
Unbelievable. I think I said the format of the competition 180 times.
Yeah. Yeah, long days, 8:15 start, finishing at 11 o'clock, 3 days running.
PS. That's not a bad ball, that. David just lost his length a little bit here. Young commentator's curse.
Yeah, a bit of a loose end.
These kind of enjoy a job of 2 or 3, mate, aren't they, really? It's, how many times do you see that?
Well, pace will decide now. It just needs to run a foot. I think he's guaranteed second. It's quite nice to see different colour bowls on the circuit for this tournament, I think, Richard.
It is, yes, mate. Yeah, I know there was concerns about having blue on blue, but I don't think there's been an issue. I don't think we've had exact same colours all week. We've had a darker red and a paler red.
Yeah, we've had some bright colours. We've had Stuart Douglas, I think, plays with big yellow pineapples.
That's right.
They look massive, don't they?
God's sake. And the lad from Solihull, can't remember his name, but he had these white ones. By God, they look massive.
Touch and run.
Well done, Jimmy.
That should be enough for 2.
It's strange how you see white balls on the green and you sort of say, God, they must be out 6 or 7s. And you go up and they say, what size are your balls? Man, oh, the 3s. I laugh. Double of this, man.
He's a helping hand.
Needs with DSS.
Now needs to throw the anchor.
Has he gone out the side door?
He has just gone out the side door. 2 to Jamie still, I think, looking at the angle.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Good
Let's
call.
go 4-0 after 2 ends. 4-0.
So, good lean for Jamie so far in this second set. 4 shots to 0.
Jack length 29 metres. 29.
Decent line. Good opener. So overall, mate, you must be delighted the way it's gone. Full week.
Yes, we're all delighted here. You know, there's a big team of us here to make this event possible.
Yeah.
So much work goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes it's one of those where you see the swan just gliding along on the top. The legs are going like mad
Your
underneath.
feet away.
Yeah. Never-ending story, really. You know, we finish this one, we look to the future, and we look at getting other things, hopefully.
Get all your feedback from this event, mate, and what's worked and what hasn't worked. There'll not be much that hasn't worked, I'll tell you, mate.
No, yeah, we're very pleased. We're always happy to take the constructive feedback.
I think so. Good line from Jamie, eh? Just needs to run.
Well, frames it a little bit. I'm wondering whether David may be tempted here.
Yeah.
Play a dead draw, of course. Does look a little bit tempting, forehand runner. Jack in the ditch is good. If he's underneath, we'll get at least 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, the percentages, mate, isn't it? And he has gone. He looks. He's close to the 2 balls. Oh, might go all the way. Might go all the way, yeah.
I thought he may have played just a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah, I thought maybe he's. I think it was a bit of an in-betweeny shot, mate, wasn't it? Don't tell him I said it. Well, you knackers.
Way too tall for him.
Once again. Bit
Touch
tippy
on the
tappy.
outside.
Tippy tappy in for 2, maybe 3 now.
3 there, and that makes it
That's
a lot harder for David.
Yeah. Big ball, this in the context of the game.
Holes are slightly bigger now and the angles aren't as favourable. Never hit or bust shot, is it?
He's on a line. Needs to get a grab of something.
Ball or the jack, solid.
Well played.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. That wasn't easy down that hand.
Yeah, great ball. I just thought whether it was going to
Set score 4-1
down all the
after
way
3 rounds.
under the ball, but fair play. So, 4-1 to Mr. Chestney.
Jack length 28.5 metres, 28.5.
David's gone a little bit longer with this jack. Great start.
Isn't too far away, you know, Rich.
He's not bad at all, mate.
On 6 or 7 inches, it'll be in. Good effort though. Great reply.
The distances, please, both. Jamie's ball is 10 inches short, and yours is 4 inches short.
Can I just come and have a look?
Yeah.
Up there.
Can you just sneak
Get
past?
the wrong side of it.
Well, it's a good ball for nothing.
One green.
Just to see if Jamie swaps. A bit quicker at it. Not a million miles away to getting the result, are you?
All on the angles, 1-2,
Oh.
back for the jack.
One right. One
Some
down.
fantastic conversions with very, very difficult pace. I think this is the nice thing about playing on a normal club rink, Rich. You wouldn't see that kind of a shot at Potter's on that portable rink. You've been playing a lot faster if that was at Potter's.
Bortley keeps telling us that Jamie's probably the best running bowler that he's seen for quite a while.
Yeah, Jamie plays that what I call floaty pace
Yes.
exceptionally well. You know, Nicky plays those runners very well as well, but he plays it slightly quicker, slightly flatter. You play to your strengths at the end of the day.
Doesn't like that one. He's looking up at the ceiling in front of us.
Yeah, pulling the face. Well, chance now for David just to slot this in.
Hard
Land
miss.
on the ball.
Get a
Mr.
grab
Ben,
of
quick.
it.
Oh, he's turned it down.
Oh. Do you have a shot now, mate? You shot before?
I think he was shot before anyway, yes. Be very surprised if Jamie doesn't make 2 of this one.
Nice little Brucey bonus this, mate, considering the slack last ball. Not bad, eh, mate? Yeah, he's
Yep, number 2.
weighed in, well played. Great stuff.
Set score 6-1 after 4 ends.
4 ends played in this second set now. 6-1 to Jamie. Does the portable rink play slower? That's an interesting question. So obviously the portable rink is purposely laid for that particular event, the World Championships at Potter's Resort. This is fluctuating 17, 18 seconds.
Jack length
here.
28.5 metres,
Portable
28 and a
rink
half.
can be anything up to 21 seconds. It's obviously once it's laid and as it's fully stretched, it's rapid. And the reason for that, it's very easy to stretch a 1 rink green. You've got 2 ends within 20 feet of each other being stretched. Here, yes, we're playing near the end rink, so this is why I think this ditch hand is playing just slightly quicker than the inside hand.
What length is the portable ring, Jason?
T to T, 29.5
29.
metres. Here it's 30.5 metres. Question just come in there, how do we stretch a bowls ring? Well, it's quite funny to watch. It takes quite a few people with a gripper, grips with a carpet, has a big pad on one end, and they basically ram it with the knee, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They ram it with the knee and then it's tacked over the edge of the
Gap of
rink.
6 inches.
Portable rink is slightly shorter because that actually has to fit within the bowls rink, so it slides inside a normal bowls club rink, which is why it's slightly shorter.
Down to PSA, yeah. It's a great ball wherever he goes here.
Yeah,
Well played.
excellent effort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs pace. I think he's up the wicket.
1 green.
Oh, I don't know whether he's trying to
I'll just looking for any
get a
contact
or
on
whether
the
he's playing
front.
on. That needs a bit.
Back to it. Just wonder whether David may play down this backhand now, Richie. The control just round his front bowl, gets down to Jamie's will make 2. If he's slightly further, he's going to finish in a very good receiving position.
Jamie caught us out guard there because I thought he might have tried to draw it again. And he's wide enough, man. It just needs to finish. It does a little team back at the end if
Not
his
far
pace
off
is
this,
right.
Rich. Not far off at all. Wants to bend now.
Well, at all here. A great try here.
Oh,
That's a ball.
that's a fantastic bowl. A little bit unlucky with how it's finished. That front, is that front bowl of Davies a live bowl? I don't think it is it?
No.
to say is that the jack is free to go to the back of the rink. You can actually see a Jamie Chestney bowl deep there. Jamie will attack this, so if he hits the shorter bowl of David Gourlay's, that'll push the jack into the ditch, and he needs to lose David's bowl as well. That will need to leave the rink. He may play this slightly quicker than what he normally plays.
Anyway, I'll see you go on Pete Tongue, mate, as if he gets the wrong side of the jack high ball. And lifts his back. I know he's played clever with it, actually.
Just playing the delicate nibble, isn't he?
He's got that line again.
Yep. Not enough to do with this, David. Shove it up your jumper.
You're probably right, mate.
I think he'll take these.
Yeah.
Gets him back in, doesn't it? You know, 6-1.
6-3, going into...
Guaranteed to.
We'll have a little... Where is he?
No, we'll come back again. No, that daft.
2 shots, David Gourlay.
So, 2 for
Score
David Gourlay.
6-3 after 5 ends.
Close
6-3.
this gap. 3-6. Gonna be interesting. The last 4 ends.
We've had the tighter heads ball in the direction that they've just been bowling, made it just across the game.
Yes. Strange, isn't it?
Not that the heads have been bad the other way, I have to say. I'd have been over the moon with them.
Jack length 28.5 metres. 28.5.
Great start from David, not bad at all. See, I'm sitting here commentating on David Gourlay said, not bad at all, that. I'll be out. People knows I said, I'll be over the moon at all.
I'm sure he appreciates your feedback, Richie.
It's it. If he watches his back, who is this fella? I need to pay him for his dinner money, mate, I'll tell you.
Be representing Spain soon.
He will.
Una mesa para 4, por favor. That's all I know. Ends there.
I suppose you could say Jamie comes from the Spain region as well, the English Riviera.
Riviera.
Your ball, there is a gap of 5 inches.
And David's front one.
Front one, there's a gap of 18
Jamie obviously
inches.
will be appearing in Team Team England in the Commonwealth Games.
Team, yeah.
Slip of the tongue there.
Yeah. Another great ball here.
Oh,
Well
fantastic.
I've mentioned it a few times on the podcast with Davey, where this group of players from Devon's come from. So it was the same in the early years with Cumbria. They all these young lads just seem to spring up from nowhere. Same with Scotland as well. I mean, they all seem to have a group at the same time.
Yeah, I think Cumbria, well, when that was all happening at Carlisle, I was playing for Lancashire, then nipped to Sussex, then back to Lancashire, and it was almost as if they decided to use county games as an investment, if you want to call it an investment. You know, promote the younger ones. When they got to a certain ability, it was as if they put the slightly younger players at skip with the very, very experienced old skips playing directly beneath them at number 3 to control them, to teach them, to nurture them. And for many years, 20 years, that paid off. They were
without a doubt.
unbeatable
Yes,
for many years.
What do you think, Eamon? Do you have a draw or have a little double 6-3, 6 ends?
Yeah, bit of trouble here.
Might play a bit tippy-tappy on that short ball. Going a little bit quick.
Well, you're going to need some kind of result off here and run through. Just hit it a little bit too. The Cumbrian boys are straight onto it. David Baxter were rubbish now, though.
Rubbish now, yeah, right.
That's because they're all old.
They're all old.
My age now.
Well, big ball here for Jeremy. Grab a 3, and I think it'll make it hard work for David. Not a million miles away.
Yep, he's in for another, and that's a big 3 for Jamie at this part of the second set.
Leave
David Gourlay needing 6 shots in the final 3 ends.
Jack length 29 metres, 29.
I think it's going to be difficult to get a count this way, mate, because like I said, both players have found this way quite well. There haven't been many slack ends. Nearly a commentator's curse.
Sometimes, yeah, it just takes a slack end. We've had a few slack ends over the course of the week where one of the players has scored quite highly, even though there's not much near, if you know what I mean. Happens quite a lot in bowls, doesn't it?
Yeah. The old saying, you can kick one nearer. 5. Not a PSC from Jeremy, not bad. Well played.
Oh, just slipping past. Jamie wants to just slot another one in here. 2 for Jamie Chestney here will secure this game.
Oh, he's not bad again. Yeah, in for 2.
Yep, that's a match light.
David gone quick.
Looking for a bit of a rumble through the middle. Solid on the bowl of the jack. Oh, fantastic. That was a big ball, that big ball. 9-2, Jamie Chestney, 1 ball left to play. He'll want to guarantee second shot here. Won't want to try and be too smart and lose this ball. That will allow David an easy 3, really. So he'll want to just beat the right hand side blue ball on the screen there.
Just keep it out of the way, mate. Yeah, just get a bit shelter on it. Don't leave the chance to push and stop on for 3. Needs to run. Needs to run a lot.
Always let David off there, I think. I think he's let him off.
It's very close for 3, for 2 that.
Measure for a second.
Always hard to tell when you're in the ditch. Jamie's bowl is slightly more square on, so therefore the tape needs to bend more
Moves
over
a
the
little bit
bridge.
more,
Yeah. It's the same shot for David either way. He just needs to beat that last bowl of Jamie Chestney's.
Yeah, I think he's past it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a 2.
So get the laser measure out, get the old mirrors and lenses and reflect and deflect the beam.
Calm yourself down.
3 shots, here we go.
Oh, no, not at all. There we go, 3.
Yeah, big 3.
Set score 9-6 after 7 ends. 9-6.
So, 9-6. Jamie Chestney leads. Just had
Jacqueline,
notice from the
13.5
tournament
metres,
director. The
13.5.
final will be brought forward slightly because we're running way ahead of time here. So the final will be 2:45 here at Stanley. Oh, in just less than an hour's time. Final of this UK Open will start at 2:45.
David sticking with this full length. Get a good start in. And he has as well. Well played, sir. Bad reply from Jamie, yeah. Needs to run.
Well, this is in the area. Just needs to get underneath David's bowl, back for the jack. Excellent. Fantastic.
All right.
Ideally, probably David's looking for a 2 where you made, I think, minimum.
Something similar is available for David should he want it. Just arrive at it. Just skirting that front blue bowl down to his own or down to the jack. The backhand, of course.
A different line, mate, as he pushed it.
Just to run to get over the front. Just a couple of bowls tight, that's all. Jamie will see the danger there now should David Gourlay pick this jack up.
Decent line, mate. It's going to a good home here.
Well, match lie for Jamie. David needs to at least score this end. Jamie scores a one that'll just put him out of reach. Tie is no good for David Gourlay, so something similar. Slight adjustment in his line, that's all. Looking at the body language, well, he's trotting up after this.
Has he got a bit more pace in it? Has he got a bit more pace in it?
Nearly got this, you know, Rich.
Very close.
Touch.
Oh, where's that back rim?
Oh, he's been unlucky. Very, very unlucky. It's a great ball from David Gourlay, but it's going to be one shot to Jamie Chestney, and he's going to take this semi-final 7-6, 10-6. I'm going to go and have a quick word with the winner of this game, so we're going to leave you with some of our sponsors that have made this all possible this week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here I am with the match winner of that game, Jamie Chestney. First of all, well done, Jamie.
Thanks very much.
Through to the final of the inaugural UK Open. Bit of a tussle there with David.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Probably early in the first set, things didn't quite roll my way, and I got a few behind, but Dave was playing well, and to be fair, he was very unlucky with his last bowl. Half a bowl inside that, and he's won the first set, and it's a totally different game. So, yeah, managed to hang in there, and then play a little bit better sort of into the second set. But again, yeah, David played a couple of big bowls to sort of keep himself in it. But yeah, pleased to win. That's the main thing.
And obviously, you're playing your pairs partner now, Mark Dawes. It's fair to say you've been both probably two of the most consistent players on the tour over the last couple of years. How do you feel going in there playing your mate?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, isn't it? It's not like he's playing very well or anything. So yeah, I think I'll have half an hour practicing my runners and hope for the best, I think. So no, it should be a good game.
Okay, Jamie, thanks very much. I'll let you get some rest, and very good luck in the final. Okay, everybody, well, that's it for that semi-final session. We're going to be back for you for the grand final of this UK Open. GarageRoost.com, back with you at 2:45. Thanks very much.